when I was actually working out from different countries. I worked out from three different countries. I was in Greece, then traveled to Turkey, the Republic of Turkey, actually as it is called, and then went to Italy, to Bari, the city of Bari, and all throughout that experience through the cruise, I was doing my best to work out at every opportunity that I got, Monday to Friday, as it is my goal. So we are now back home to Canada, back to the reality. So I am gonna be working out in my usual gym. Um, so is it okay if I? Yeah. So um, it's it's gonna be my usual workout. I'm gonna be on the treadmill first, and then the goal is to dismantle this thing here. I had like 7 days in the cruise ship, so I was eating, and these are the effects. My tummy is now almost back to the time where it was. But anyway, it's a journey. I was on holiday. I had to eat, relax, and these are the consequences. So I have to wake out and make sure that this I slowly dismantle it. And as usual, I'm gonna do my workout here. And my aim is to do like 20 minutes of running on this, and then I will go on on workouts on my other, on the muscles, and just do my usual workouts. Unfortunately, yesterday we were traveling from Greece, and on Monday we actually head of this day. We covered the place called, I think it was called, I forget it, but I'm sure you will remember. But it was a very famous ancient place in Greece where people from different parts of the world they actually went to consult with the emperor at that time. Um, and it was a 3 hour drive from Athens by bus. So we went 3 hours, 3 hours back, and we had a full tour of the place. So by the time we got back to the hotel in Athens, I was so tired, and the tour itself it involved me going up and down, and even on a very steep mountain in the museum. So I think it was fair to say it was a good workout. So I'm gonna do a video to detail out things that I learned from the trip, from the Greece trip, Italy. Actually, I was editing the video, some of the videos, so they will be on this channel. So make sure you subscribe, you comment, and you tell me some of the things that I want to work out on and put on this channel. Some of you actually gave me feedback that my audio is not so good. Thank you so much for that. I work on the equipment on my videos. Usually, I told the microphone was better, but thanks for the feedback. I will work on that. Um, and now, as usual, let me talk about what's going on in the market, in the US stock market, as I'm working out. But again, as usual, whatever I say here is not supposed to be taken as investment advice. It's me just sharing my experiences, how I'm making, producing money in the market. So the first 10 days, actually the first, I would say, week and a half, I was not able to trade or even let alone to monitor what was really going on in the market. So I didn't particularly trade because I was in the cruise for 7 days, the Wi-Fi in the cruise. very limited. So, hello guys, where are you watching from? Make sure you subscribe and you follow me and tell me exactly what you want me to talk about. About investing, trading, and personal finance. And those who have been following me on this channel, I'm trying to be smart on this, but like I was saying earlier on, I was on vacation mode. So I was just eating and sitting on the cruise ship. And oh, look at this. These are the questions, guys. Don't don't do it like me. Make sure you watch what you eat. So I have to wake up even more consistently and I have to be more determined. But I'm feeling good though. I was trying to work out if the cruise ship there's more equipment than our gym at the apartment that I live. So that's you get what sometimes you get what you put in. So I was talking about what's going on in the market now. Today, the major highlights were that Oracle is dropped by almost 15%. Uh, I think if you follow what's going on in the artificial intelligence space, Oracle is one of those companies that you know I've been very closely following. But today I actually had to dig deeper into this business. Of course, I think the founder, Eli Larson, is one of the richest people, over $200 billion rich, like in terms of his net worth. And he's the founder of Oracle. So I guess all the financial reports that they reported uh, yesterday, they mentioned, I think, something to do with they are linked with ChatGPT, which is a startup that is burning up yeah, a lot of cash, but it's not yet profitable. You're looking at probably over 70 billion from an article that I saw on the barrels. And I think barrels are also in January. So what that means is most of the people suspect that the AI bubble is going to burst because if you look at NVIDIA, for example, it's giving money to uh, OpenAI, which is the company that is creating ChatGPT, and it's giving like it has been getting a lot of billions of money. And if you look at the uh, diagram that was created, I think it was Morgan and Stanley, some analysts they show that the web is that it's more like artificial money creation. To say, for example, NVIDIA gives money to OpenAI, maybe for AI or whatever they want, and then they build data centers, so there is no actual product that is being produced. So some analysts are warning that this could be a bubble that could potentially burst. Why? I don't know. When is this gonna happen? I don't know. I can't say because it's very hard to predict, you know, when the stock market is going to go up or down. But generally, if I look at the US stock market over the past, I think since if you look at the data from 1923, there are years that it's really went down 70%. Like if you look at Nasdaq, almost on the Yahoo.com, it almost went down, I think 68%. And during the COVID bubble, it went down quickly by over S&P 500, but almost 20%, more than 20% Nasdaq did the same, what we call a bear market. So those things, they happen once in a while. At least every 5 years, the US stock market drops, has been dropping, should I say, by at least 20%. Every 2 to 3 years, a correction that is a 10% pullback. So this is something that has been happening. So back to my story of Oracle. So today I actually traded Oracle because I usually use options. So I got in and got out. I think I made about quickly, like I was very busy, but I made I think $150 quick money that I made. I was focusing on creating my videos and stuff. So I was just monitoring here and there, get alerts for my trading. So I traded that and I traded Robinhood. Robinhood dropped by almost 9%. The last time that I checked, it was trading around $120 per share. Why? There was a report that they lost about 200, 180. I mean, I saw on trading. There was a report, I think 208 or 180,000. Don't quote me on this, on the new account. Because the Robin, what is happening is that, like most people, when they trade options or stocks in the US, and I think maybe in other countries as well, they sign up for accounts, so they lost some accounts. So that has to be reflected in that particular stock. So it dropped by 9%. That was something that happened. And I think there was another two downgrades from, I think it's called Kenke, but I know it is um, a firm that was founded by Howard Lutnick, who is the current Secretary of Commerce in the US. And they downgraded it, and also there was another downgrade that came. So I think those two major news were the reason why Robinhood dropped that by almost 9%. It was trading, um, seems like it was up a little bit after the market. Usually, I don't really care much about what happens after 1 p.m. according to my Pacific Standard Time when the market closes. So why? Because usually, sometimes the market is go down. I like to focus on the market. For example, I wake up 1.5 hours before. I read of what's really going on at a macro level, and I look at particular things that I look at. For example, I read a report usually from the barons or the top 10 things to know about what's going on in the US stock market. So it kind of like gives me an outlook of what's really going on, the big stock moves, and I'm particularly looking at stocks that I have done research on, that I focus on when I read those reports, so that I have interest to say, okay, today I'll probably be trading software, for example. This is very investment advice. Or Amazon is down today if it is on my watch list. So that's what I usually do. And then as the market opens at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I usually then set up my trades. The first 30 minutes of the US market opening is usually when I make my decision. First 30 minutes, you know, or 1 hour, then I focus on other things. Mostly, I'm working on creating content and editing. That takes a lot of time, planning, and all that. I didn't know this, but actually, content creation is like full-time work for this. But I'm focusing on doing content on things that I particularly like. So it doesn't feel like work, guys. Make sure you subscribe and follow me for more insights on investing, trading. If you want one-on-one coaching on how to trade and invest in the market or chart of finance, let me know. Book one-on-one coaching session on www.streetwise.com. Again, it's very important to do your own due diligence before you invest your money because I've seen people, lose money, they just jump in and out of stocks and lose money. Like, for example, think of it, there are some people today who panicked when Oracle dropped by 15%, I think, or more before market. I saw it going down as almost $186. It was almost 200 last time that I checked. I was like, okay, I closed my positions and I took small profits, but it was good. I like to preserve my capital and live to fight another day, right? So that's that's something to share with you guys. I don't try to predict, say, oh, the market is going to go to this level and stuff. No, I just try to make money whether the market is trading sideways or is going up preferably. If it drops, that's when I like to manage risk. I usually like to have some cash allocation so that if the market drops, even if I have some position, I can still take advantage of that. So how do I know my cash allocation? I like to look at the volatility index of it because it tells you the expectation, for example, the next 30 days, how are traders, investors, pricing are going to fearful. If they are fearful most of the time, they sell off. So the VIX is up. So when the VIX is up, for me, that's when I want to be more active, right? When the VIX is spiking and when the market is down, because I want to capitalize on the fear in the market. When there's a lot of fear in the market, a lot of good companies they actually sell at a huge discount. So that's what I'm looking for. So most of the time, I'm researching good stocks, I'm analyzing their balance sheet, I'm looking at what their management is doing, and I'm plowing through their financial statements, what they are doing, and reading widely things that I think might be helpful. So that's what I do, right? So make sure you subscribe, follow me for more insights, and support me on this challenge. On this challenge, my goal is to inspire you guys and to share with you guys uh, what I've learned along this journey. And look out for my latest content, my latest videos on what's really going on. And make sure you subscribe and you support me to be monetized. Of course, I will be delivering some value for you guys. Hopefully, you see the benefits of actually supporting my work so much. I don't take it lightly. Where are you watching from? Let me know. And all the comments as well. Share what you would like me to talk about in my next updates. Thank you again, guys. I am gonna be going to my Facebook Live to do a quick live update to my fans, to my audience. Because I promised that the next I want to see how far I will succeed in this challenge to dismantle this thing here. So did I make some progress? I think this is quite a challenge, but I'm feeling good, guys. Even when I'm walking, I feel good about you feel it, right? When you are not really fit. That's why I think I'm getting better one step at a time. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, you follow me, you check out some exciting content on www.streetwiseeconomics.com. That's my website, my business. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you in the next one. I'm just gonna finish speech here on my trade. Let me use the speech here. This was I was running it. Oh, let me just suddenly increase the speed a little bit. It's This is serious. I almost passed out. Yeah, I was running. It's, it's, oh, ooh, yeah, this is serious. Hi, hi. Oh, sorry. I did see your message. It's your birthday. I'm reading the comments here. I need glasses. But thank you so much. Happy birthday. Uh, one of my followers here. Thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful day. You know, it's very easy to take our life for granted. So happy, happy, happy. I hope you had a good time. And thank you so much for tuning in. And bye bye. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in a bit.